Good morning and welcome to another episode of Spice Lady in the Kitchen. Good day, good afternoon, whatever time it is that you receive this message. Bless you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Let me delve on in with the talk. It's all about your blood, baby. It's all about your blood, the blood in your body that runs through your veins. Okie dokie. Let's get it on. First, I want to say a big hello to my grandmother on the other side, on a different frequency. Granny was big on the blood. She really was. You clean your blood, you go doctor, you get your blood work. Why? Your blood is an indication of what's going on. It's all about the blood in your body and the position of the blood, the readings from the blood. So we did things, we practiced things to strengthen our blood, because your bloodline carries you. Now and after your bloodline, it needs to be strong. If you come through and mess up your bloodline, you know what you do for some people coming after you? No, keep your blood in tip-top shape is my recommendation for you, okay? Blood strengtheners were Granny's favorites. Blood cleaners were also her favorites. Let's talk about the blood cleaners first. It seemed like every quarter, I don't know, Grandma had her own remedies. We would have to have Cerecy and Cenapod. I know for sure we would have to have it before we went back to school, but there were other times that she would give it to us. Man, that thing run your belly. It seemed so senseless, but yet so meaningful. And I just want to thank my grandmother for all those teachings. You know what I'm saying? I do. That I keep up. Family members still call the phone. Hey, what would Grandma do for this? What would Grandma do for that? I like the ancient stuff more than the new stuff. So I've created this channel to share with you some of the ancient, because they're not new, ways of taking care of your blood. I think a lot of these ways have phased out, and we're seeing a lot of problems in the blood, which is causing problems in the temple, aka your body. So make sure that you clean your blood. Use blood cleansers, like I mentioned, Cerecy, and the other one. It could be other stuff. There's black seed detox bitters that I swear by, that I work with. There are other blood cleaners. Make sure that you're cleansing your blood frequently. Make sure that you're drinking your water. 2 to 4 ounces every half an hour. You got to flush your cells. You got to flush your blood. You got to give yourself help, especially in a time like this where the air is worse than when Granny was around. Things are worse than when Granny was around. You've really got to take care. You really do. Blood strengtheners would be as such: ginger, turmeric, spices. All the spices strengthen your blood. So you just need to dab a little bit here and there in every pot, every meal, every intake. A little bit of spice, a little bit of clove, a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit, I tell a lie, I don't use nutmeg, I use cinnamon. A little bit of cinnamon. When you mix the Cenapods and the Cerecy, Grandma used to give us a bonus. She would add some orange peel skin to take away that gripe thing. Cause that thing does gripe your belly so bad. That thing does gripe your belly. I'm glad that I grew up most of my crucial years with my grandmother. I really am. Grateful. That was a blessing in disguise. Make sure that you're taking in honey, coconut water, an apple a day. A red apple, though, Granny used to say, a red apple. And make sure that you're eating your greens. Granny ate greens at every setting. If she was eating toast, it would have some greens on it. If she was eating, I don't remember seeing her eat. If she was eating egg, it would have a piece of lettuce on it. It would always have the greens. Now I know why. Grandma would just say these things are good for you. She wouldn't be able to tell me why, but now that I'm looking back, it was for your blood. She used to say if you kept your blood clean, that you're okay. That is your lifeline. It's your blood in your body flowing through your veins. It needs to be as healthy as possible, as right as possible, as thin as possible, as clean as possible, to work at its best optimum for you. Grandma used to boil her water. They didn't have all this fancy alkalized water. Grandma would boil the water to take out the impurities. Every morning we would see a big pot of water boiling, and then she would let it sit on the stove after it boiled for a certain amount of time. I think she just said when she started seeing the bubbles, that was it, it was done. And it would sit on the stove, and we would just dip a cup in and take that. Grandma never used water from the fridge either, because you shouldn't really be intaking fluids colder than the temperature of your body as you do some sort of damage on a constant doing that. You can Google that and look that one up if it's there. Okay. What else? Just looking at my notes, making sure that I'm writing down everything that I was inspired to talk to you about. Oh, dinner. Grandma had dinner at 4 o'clock every day. By 6 to 9 o'clock, she would take in sweets. So you need sweets, she said. She would say sweets settles the food in your tummy. But don't bring the sweets in immediately. You see how they do in America? As soon as you finish eat, they want to bring you your dessert. That's not it. Take your dessert to go. Eat your dessert 1 to 2 hours later. I get it, Granny. I understand. Got you now. I used to listen to all these things, but I didn't know why. I'm grateful to know why now. Why? Because your body will run at a better function. Grandma lived to be 97. Didn't keep very good records in those days. She probably hit 100 for all we know. Grandma would walk a lot. We would walk places that people would take bus and public transportation to. We would walk gingerly, enjoying the walk, stopping and smelling the roses along the way. Eventually we would get there. Yeah, the bus would get us there much faster, but us walking, talking, singing, skipping together was better for my soul. And she knew that. That's probably why she used to do that. It was good for her too, right? The grandma used to run her day. All this has to do with your well-being. That's why I'm talking about it. Run her day. Get up by 4 o'clock in the morning. Dinner, breakfast, everything's finished cooking by 7. First thing she'd do was she'd wake up in the morning, grab her Bible, read her Psalms, bathe her skin, and get into her day. Those were the antics of Grandma that led her to live that long. I just shared some nuggets with you. I don't know how you feel about me sharing your lifestyle, Grandma, but there's really one to speak about. It's really a highness that I love about it. I loved it back then, and I love it even more now. I say all of that to say all of this. Take care of yourself. The cleaner the blood in your body, the better your body will run. It's the machine that's working for you. It's got all sorts of parts in it. Don't deprive it of cleaning it. Don't deprive it of enriching it. When you go to enriching your blood, your body, your mind, and your soul. Make sure you sit with yourself a couple of minutes a day, whichever time it takes, and commune with yourself. For you are more than what meets your eye. Those are talks for other times. She getting all deep. That's not the kitchen talk. So if you need any of my personal help, because I work with people one-on-one, I work with groups, I really do. You reach me in my inbox. Don't reach me on the channel because I might not see it. It's not fair to me. Get in my inbox. Check the particulars. Wellness with Diane at gmail.com. WELLNESS WITHDIANNE at gmail.com. Get my phone number off of the particulars. Get my other information off of the particulars and reach out to me if you would like to work with me in your healthy walk. I only put out recommendations. I don't put out prescriptions. Therefore, you're not obligated to do anything. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for listening in. Thanks for subscribing to Granny. See you next talk. Blessed love every time.